Hello, everybody. I'm Sarika, and welcome to Your Knowledge Buddy. So, I'm back with another interview session, but this time it's not related to IT, but on popular demand, I have invited someone from finance. Firstly, I feel grateful that people are so willing to help others by sharing their journey and their secrets. So, I'm talking about a senior auditor from India who grabbed two jobs in the UK and got a skilled worker visa. So, let's welcome Shanil and get to know his story in detail.
Hi Shanil, welcome to my channel and congrats on your new job. And tell me about yourself.
Thank you so much for having me here, and it's great to be here. So, for about me, my name is Shanil Ranka. I am a commerce graduate, a chartered accountant, a company secretary, and a costed management accountant from India. I cleared most of my exams in back in 2016. After that, I worked in Bangalore with Ernst and Young, one of the big four consultancy firms for financial services, from October 2016 till September 2020. And after that, I joined PwC in United Kingdom here, specifically in Scotland, the capital of Scotland, Edinburgh, in October 2020 amidst the pandemic, which I feel I'm very lucky enough. And then, yeah, so I'm here as of now.
Thank you very much. I remember you did say that you landed with two jobs. Can you talk about that?
Yep. So when I was applying back in 2019, I started applying to most of the big fours because those have the most vacancies in any country. So I got a job offer from PwC as well as Deloitte. So after looking at the job profile, the pay, as well as other growth, career progression, etc., I chose PwC, and now I'm here.
Awesome, thank you. So, how and when you started your job search?
So, like, I started my job search back around November 2019. I did it for because in as compared to India, where the financial year end is 31st March, rest of the world the financial year end is around 31st December. So most of the companies in finance field they hire in around Jan, Feb, and March. So I started in November 2019. For a couple of months, I kept on applying to many portals and many company websites and stuff. And I got my first interview around Feb. So yeah, it was 3 to 4 months of efforts.
3 to 4 months. Okay. So, which job portals you used and usage of company websites like recruitment consultants?
Yeah, so I used only a couple of job websites. One was of course LinkedIn, which is like quite user friendly as of now, and the other was Indeed. But what I preferred was getting in touch with some of the recruitment consultants of that area and also applying directly to company websites, because the first and foremost all companies post their vacancies on their own website and then they pass on to other agencies. So, and with recruitment consultants it's easy to get into because they are specializing in those things.
Okay. So, how did you reach out to the recruitment consultants?
Yeah, so these days LinkedIn has this filter function as well. You can filter by location. You can filter by what exactly you are looking for. Let's say if I am from statutory audit background, audit of any company, so I can filter by recruitment consultant plus audit plus, let's say, United Kingdom or Australia, or even in United Kingdom if you're looking for some specific city, let's say London or Bristol or Edinburgh, you can filter by that, and then there will be many people results, and then you can reach out to them. But what I think is a good starting point is when you are reaching out, you send a brief introduction about yourself. Otherwise there is quite a good chance that they won't even accept the request.
Mhm. So you said in the search filter, you had the option to select whether they are recruitment agents or it's an employer or it's someone else. Do you have that kind of filter on LinkedIn?
Yep. So there are agencies. If you even if you do a normal Google search, let's say if I'm looking for London, so if you Google for best recruitment agencies hiring for big fours in London, you'll find many people. And then if you go to those pages on LinkedIn, you'll find people who are managing those pages. So you'll need to dig it up a little bit. Let's say data mining, but yeah. Eventually, you can easily find out, and even if so, most of the recruitment consultants are those who have worked in the same industry, so they'll have experience of both the technical background as well as the recruiting background.
Okay, so that was the important tip. I believe people are noting it down. Okay, so the next which I have for you, Chanel. What changes did you make on your CV or any online profile like LinkedIn, and how personal profile building earned you brownie points?
Yes. So one of the things earlier, what I was doing was I made one CV. Since I'm still lazy, but I made one CV and I used to just put the same CV across all kinds of job vacancies, which didn't help at all. I remember putting it like just giving CVs and stuff for around 70 jobs, and I got rejection for 50 of them. Then I thought that something is not right, even after being a qualified and having 3+ years of experience in the relevant field. Then I made sure. Then one easy hack that I have understood is that you have job descriptions for every job in the market. So your CV has to be in line with the job description as much as possible. So if you can make that hack and tailor your CV according to the job description, it gets quite easy. So that is the one thing that I did. And apart from that, like in comparison to India, where most of the companies are looking only for technical skills, here companies looking for your personality apart from your qualification and experience. So let's say if I'm into audit and if I'm into finance, so apart from doing your regular job or apart from doing your qualifications, if you can show in your CV that you are following, let's say, stock markets, or you are doing some project on your own, or you are doing some research on your own, or any kind of small certification courses, or anything that you are doing apart from a basic job, so that helps earn you brownie points and makes you stand out from normal participants.
Amazing. Thank you very much. I didn't know that and I have not done, to be honest, but I think I'm talking about myself when I applied job 10 years back. Things have changed a lot.
Yeah, these days, like every in 5 years, things are changing. And also because for me it was a major challenge, because like I got my offer back in March 2020, but from April the whole of the world went into complete lockdown. So I joined in October. So even for 6 months, it's a very big deal for a company to keep you on hold for 6 months. So you need to have a little bit of convincing power as well, that yeah, you are willing to come to UK and you'll give your best once you're there.
And I think you're pretty happy here.
Yeah, as of now, and now with the summers coming, it's even more happier.
I know spring is here. And
Yeah.
next question I have for you. Did you use the LinkedIn Premium or did you use the free version?
No. So I am basically a Marwadi. So I did a free version only. So even with premium, and even if you are using premium, they give you for free for 1 month. So when you are made up your mind that you are going full throttle on it and not just looking aside from your regular job. Apart from that, even if you use, but as I said, you need to do a lot of Google search and filtering and a lot of specific words. So if you do that religiously, then it's very easy to even get in touch with right people with normal LinkedIn.
Okay. Another tip then.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question is, I think you have already answered that. How many jobs did you apply before landing your final job? You said you were rejected 500 times, but really you applied just for 4 companies, the 4 big.
No. So I applied for around 12 companies in
companies.
around 70 jobs, and I was rejected 50. But after 50 jobs, I was like, I know that what mistakes did I made. So for the rest 20 jobs, it was like it depends on many other factors. For example, the process of UK is quite different from Australia or Canada. Some companies prefer sponsorship, some companies don't. Some companies hire only a specific age group, some companies hire only specific experience. So it depends on that. So not all rejections are due to your skill set or due to lack of something in you, but you need to take that in the right spirit. So let's say, even if I'm eligible for 20 jobs, I got offers, not the final offers, I got invitation for interviews at around 4 jobs, and then final job offers from 2.
Okay. So my next question is more on the interview line. So what was the interview process like and how many rounds of interview did they take?
Yeah, so I joined as an assistant manager level here, which is like one level below the manager. So which is quite a mid-senior position in terms of finance in world. So the interview process was 4 round. The one was a sub HR, the other was a senior HR, and then there was one technical 1 round with the senior manager, and then technical 2 round with a partner. So this was the normal process. And like I have given my fair share of interviews in India as well after I completed my chartered accountancy. So one of the biggest difference that I found here in interviews was like let's say if we divide interview into 100%, then technical part is only 25% of the interview, and 40% of the interview is based on your reasoning skills, your personality, how you handle certain situations. So that's 65, and the rest 35 is open-ended questions. You won't They won't be asking like 2 plus 2 is what is 2 plus 2. They'll be asking why is 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Now you have your flow to yourself and you need to answer. So it's more about how you respond to open-ended questions. There'll be situational questions, there'll be behavioral questions, there'll be questions based on your CV, which is very important, because many people write many things in CV, and at the interview they are not able to justify. And people who are having experience of 15, 20 years, they'll just flick it up like this. So you need to make sure that you can justify each and everything on your CV.
So in the technical round, did you have like any case study to solve?
Yeah, so it was not a detailed case study, but they'll give you many kind of real life situations that either you might have faced or you might face in the future, and they'll test you on whether you are able to. There is no right answer in most of the case studies or ethical conundrums, but it's all about how you respond to those situations in the given circumstances with the given resources.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So any advice or suggestions for my viewers in financial service industry?
Yeah, so like most, once I joined PwC in UK here, I got a lot of messages from people on LinkedIn that I also want to work in UK and everything. So which is the enthusiasm is good, but people need to understand few things. So one of the thing is to land a job in UK. I'm sure people who follow your channel will be knowing that thing, that directly if you are coming from India to UK, and not on an ICT visa but a tier 2 general visa, which is like quite tough, the success rate is quite less. So you need to understand that to land a tier 2 general visa, one thing is there's a salary cap from the government, then there's experience cap. After that, you need to have specific skill set. After that, you need to have set of qualifications, because in UK, apart from rest of the Europe, you need to have either a chartered accountancy qualification or a UK equivalent called ACCA, or a US equivalent called CPA. So either of the three you should be having, plus you should be having at least 3 years of experience, because most of the positions here that they hire for are more of a senior level positions, because for graduates and stuff they'll be taking from their own universities, they won't be taking from India. So people like so people don't think about all this. I also didn't used to think, because when I joined I thought, okay, the next year I'll be going to US or UK, which is not the case. You need to make sure that you build your profile. And one of the other things is don't switch companies too often. I understand it's a trend in India to switch companies even after a couple of years. But here's something: people look for stability, because they are investing both in sponsorship. They will be covering your visa expenses. They will be covering your stay for 1 month. They will be giving you a good hefty style signing bonus. So they want that at least you come here. So they want that integrity in you. So if you be in one company for at least 3 years, it helps a lot. And the other thing is, if you are working for multinational companies like Big Fours or JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs and these things, which have operations in many countries, it's a very big help, because you already know their work culture, you already know their systems, you already know people from different backgrounds, which is a big plus point as compared to working for an only Indian company or working for a local company, because then your profile won't say that you are used to all those challenges. So those are the things which, if someone is willing to come to UK in the future, you need to start 3 years before. It's not just about working and then after 3 years realizing, oh, I didn't do all these things, and then you find yourself nowhere. So first thing, I'll just summarize it for our viewers. So first thing is a qualification. Second thing is relevant experience. Third thing is being in a multinational company. And fourth thing is staying for a while in the relevant field, so that you can justify your role once you come to UK.
I think there was a lot of information in your summary, and that those were good points, because most of the questions that I receive on my channel is, "Ma'am, I'm a fresher. Can I get job in UK?" They'll. I find it very difficult to explain them. They will not hire you because they find those graduates locally. They don't need to sponsor. Why will they sponsor somebody from India or any other country? So try to build your profile, gain some experience from India, And the second point, I think, which you talked about is loyalty or staying in the same company, which is very important in UK. They definitely look at your profile to see how long you were there in the same company. So I think very
Yep.
important. Thank you very much. Okay, so I'm going to ask one more final question to you.
Yep.
If you are comfortable, you can skip this question if you want, Chanel. There's no pressure at all. Okay. Can you share like your salary range just to give people some idea about it? Only if you're comfortable.
Yep, sure. So, as I told, for tier 2 general visa, which is after Brexit now called skilled worker visa, so there is a requirement that you need to have a salary, minimum salary of around £29,000 yearly. So any salary that you'll be receiving if you are getting a job here will be upwards of that. But specifically speaking, if you are a qualified CA or ACCA having 3+ years of experience in one of the big fours, so now with UK, there are two markets. One is London and one is rest of the UK because of the cost of living. It's same like in India for metro cities and non-metro. So if you are coming to London, the salary range that you should be looking for is around 45,000 to 52,000 based on qualification plus 3+ years of experience. And if you are looking for any other city, let's say Edinburgh, Bristol, Manchester, anything like that, so you should be looking around 36,000 to 41,000 plus minus 1,000 or 1,500 pounds, depending on the bonus, depending on the timing of your interview and job, and depending on whether the COVID things improve or not.
Okay, thank you very much. That was again a very, very well covered answer. It will give insight to people whether they are looking for job in in London or outside London. And because London is more expensive as compared to outskirts of London or any part of London, so the job does vary, and people should be mindful about it.
Yeah, of course. And one of the concerns that most people from India have, whether you'll be able to save enough with these salary ranges. Yeah, you'll be able to save enough. So that's a good thing.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Daniel. I think you have covered a lot of questions in much detail than I expected. I think this is going to help a lot of viewers here. And if there will be any more questions, I will request all the guys to put your questions in the comment section below. And if there will be any more follow-up questions, I am more than happy to bring Chanel to the channel to answer your questions. So, Chanel, thank you very much for coming on my channel and spending time and sharing your experience, your journey, your visa interview, your interview sessions. Thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And definitely, in case of any questions, I'll be in touch, and then we can solve all of those.
Thank you very much. I'll speak to you.
Thank you. Yep. Bye.
Thanks to Shanil for sharing his important tips with our viewers. Also, if you have an inspiring story, do let me know in the comment section below and I'll get in touch. So on that note, thanks for watching the video till the end, and I'll see you soon with my next video. Till then, keep learning.